Good morning, my friends. Your old pal Jordan the Lion. Well, it has been a crazy hectic day already today. It's not even 11 a.m. and I've already had like a full day of running around. The mechanic who was supposed to fix my car never got a hold of me yesterday, so I said, you know what, I'm not going to use him. I'm going to go and get a different mechanic at the same place I found that guy, which is probably a bad idea anyway. I walked over there first thing and there were no mechanics there, so I just decided to go over to the actual shop where the guy has fixed my car before, and he said I can bring the car over tomorrow morning, so unfortunately I have to get it towed over there, but at least it'll be fixed tomorrow and he'll get it done first thing in the morning. So it's a bummer. I'm gonna have to get up early and go do all this again, but it's still better than getting a new car. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Now today, John and I are going to go out, hang around for a little while, and then I'm going to go do a vlog on something right here in Hollywood, something that my mom actually had requested that I do a while ago, and today is the day. So it's actually right across the street from what is Amoeba Music. I know I've shown all you guys that before, and I think now Amoeba is becoming kind of a household name. Most people have heard of Amoeba Music because there are just not many music stores left. But this is actually right across the street, and what we're going to talk about today is now it's actually the CNN building. The building is no longer there, but CNN is in its place. So today we talk about the Hollywood Canteen. Daze with Jordan the Lion begins now. And look who's having a sun bath. What's up, handsome devil? How are you, Casanova? I know. You've had fun with Pollyanna hanging out the last couple days, haven't you? Well, it is a good day to me if you like coffee, because my mom sent me a ton of coffee. She asked me what I preferred this time. Usually she just picks, you know, what she knows I'll want. And this time I wasn't shy about saying the chocolate cherry, so she sent me a couple of those. She sent me a spiced vanilla bean. This looks like Frosty's favorites. Nope, Surf and Safari, so we're good on the coffee for a while. Thanks, Mom. Too bad you don't like coffee. My girlfriend loves coffee, and we actually have plans today. She's coming over a little later, and I'm going to take her out to eat and everything, but I'm going to make her a special cup of that chocolate cherry coffee because she loves coffee and she hasn't got to try that one yet, and that's my favorite, so see what she thinks. In fact, I think we should get the grinder down and grind it up now. Alright, well, let's go in the Brady Bunch supermarket here because I need to get some soap and quarters to do some laundry. And who knows what else. It's a great sanitation slogan, isn't it? Alright, amigo. I'm gonna go do the vlog and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do all the laundry. So enjoy the bed now. We're gonna strip it clean and wash all the sheets and everything, my friend. That's why we walk. Well, I know looking at all this is not easy, but try and take your brain back to the early 1940s. Hollywood during World War II. Now this place actually looks like it would be a pretty cool park for Ja to come play at. However, it says open every day, and yet it's got a big old padlock on it, but there's a big patch of grass in there for him to play on. Now architecturally, that thing, I don't know whether I like it or whether I hate it. It's very modern, but it's unique enough to where I kind of dig it. Gonna have to vlog this place at some point too. Well, we are pretty close. We're about a block away. There you can see the CNN tower up there. Well, like I said, the original building is no longer here, but this was the location of the infamous Hollywood Canteen. Opened from October of 1942 until Thanksgiving Day of 1945. Now originally it was an old barn here, and Bette Davis and John Garfield, two prominent actors for the day, combined forces with the head of MCA, Jules Stein, and they decided they wanted to open a a canteen for GIs and people that were serving in the military during World War II. So Bette Davis actually became the president of this, and she was smart enough that she appealed to the unions, the entertainment industry unions, and got them to help finance and donate labor to having this whole place renovated before it opened in 1942. Now, when you would have come here in 1942 when it first opened, there would have been a sign above in neon that said Hollywood Canteen for servicemen only, and that's exactly what they meant. When you came here, you had to be a serviceman or servicewoman in the United States military or one of its allies. And the deal was that when they opened up, they actually had 3,000 entertainment industry professionals willing to donate their time as volunteers. So when you came in here, there were musicians, actors, producers, directors, wardrobe people, makeup people, just about literally anybody in the industry who wasn't already serving would be here volunteering. So you could come in and Humphrey Bogart might serve you your dinner. You might have Hedy Lamarr washing dishes with Marlene Dietrich in the back. You might have Joan Crawford and all the big stars that day dancing, Jane Wyman dancing with the people that were coming to be entertained here. And you would also have some of the biggest entertainers of the day, like Bob Hope and the Andrews Sisters and people like that, would come and entertain for free. Now, what was pretty cool about it was, like I said, as long as you were a serviceman, you could come in for free and you could have a celebrity donating their time. And it's hard to almost think of that being the case, but I guess during World War II, the world was, or at least the country was a little bit more united, and everybody was all in on this venture. So they actually in 1944 made a movie based off of this, and it was called, of course, the Hollywood Canteen. And if you watch it, most of the people who made guest appearances and cameos in there were people who were donating their time volunteering here as well. Now, one of the other great things I like about this place was that they also had something here called the Hall of Honor, and it was basically a dedication to all the people in the entertainment industry who were actually currently serving. So people like James Stewart and Clark Gable would have been on that wall because they would have been actually serving during this time. But it's kind of cool to think of, you know, how many different people that were volunteering here. I actually found a insanely long list of all the people who donated either their time or, you know, to cook meals, to clean. There was one really funny quote, and forgive my what I'm saying in here, but it is a quote where Bette Davis came in one day, and like I mentioned earlier, Marlene Dietrich and Hedy Lamarr were washing dishes in the back, and she said, "Get those two krauts out of the kitchen." On top of just everybody I've already mentioned, you would have people like Abbott and Costello, Don Amici, Eve Arden, Jean Arthur, Mary Astor, Fred Astaire, Lucille Ball, the Barrymores, Count Basie, Louis Armstrong, Wallace Beery, Humphrey Bogart, Shelley Winters, Charlie Chaplin, Sid Charisse, Claudette Colbert, Gary Cooper, George Cukor, Doris Day, Yvonne DiCarlo, Dolores Del Rio, Cecil B. DeMille, Walt Disney, Olivia de Havilland, Errol Flynn, Joan Fontaine, the Gabors, Betty Grable. In fact, one of the funny stories was that over the time that the canteen was open for that 3 years, they actually estimated to have served over 3 million people here for free. And when they actually served the 1 millionth customer, that lucky man actually was escorted in by Betty Grable and got to have a slow dance with her. It's really too bad that if nothing else, even for historical sake, there's not a plaque or anything to memorialize something like that. I mean, it only lasted for 3 years, but to have that many celebrities pitching in, volunteering, you know, people from everybody from the largest celebrity to the smallest, from Bob Hope to, you know, the loneliest makeup person, would all volunteer here for the war effort. Pretty cool. Now let's get out of here. Sorry it's so loud over here. It's extremely windy, and this is one of the most congested intersections in all of Hollywood. Kind of crazy to think that at one point this would have been an old barn, but that's the way Hollywood used to be. Exactly. Oh, there's Marlon Brando. Oh, that's cool. Look up there. Dr. Demento's gonna be here doing a signing. You guys all know who Dr. Demento is, don't you? That's Dr. Demento. There's the Cinerama Dome. And if you'd like to learn more about the Hollywood Canteen, go watch the movie. It was based off the real place, so it would have been made right during the heyday of the Hollywood Canteen itself. And a quick trip inside here. Alright, we're done. Alright, we got a few things, now we gotta go do the laundry. Bob Hope Square. Well, I just got home and grabbed the mail, and it looks like Mr. Jaw got a present. Thank you, Debbie Moeller. He'll love these. Well, the laundry's done, and this guy, I think I've told you guys before, his favorite thing probably in the world is laying in the warm laundry. So there he is, chilling in the socks and the bath towels. As long as you're happy, it's all that matters. Alright, I promised that I would take her out tonight, so we're actually going to go to this Chicago-style pizza place in Echo Park called Masa, and I've heard about it forever, never got to try it, so we're actually going to go over there. And I've been in this area before. That's where the Time Travel Mart is. If you didn't see that vlog, go check out the Time Travel Mart in Echo Park, and the athletic like Hall of Fame. They have like some Olympic plaques on the ground, so check out this pizza place. It should be good. Well, we are here. I am excited. The place looks great. Looks beautiful inside. Oh, heck yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That is awesome. Oh, I can't wait to dig into this. Oh, I love Chicago style. Well, guys, I'm going to call it a night. We had a great time. The food was great. We had actually tried out Joe Mantegna's Chicago-style pizza place about a month and a half ago. I think it's called Taste of Chicago up in Burbank or North Hollywood, wherever that was. And it was really good too. We left there really enjoying it, but I think the ambiance of where we went tonight, Masa, was much better. It was a little bit cheaper, and they actually boast that they use all organic foods, and you could tell. It was less greasy. The food just tasted more pure. We both thought that, so yeah, I definitely recommend Masa. I wanted to thank Primo Chemo for becoming my newest Patreon, and everyone else, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great night, and goodbye.